Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Natta with you as we kick off a big weekend here in Hollandale Beach. We've got 10 of them for you on Friday. Very exciting racing this weekend, of course, with the return of White Abarrio in the Mr. Prospector Saturday. But let's send it upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for your course and weather conditions on this 10-race Friday card.
The weather is beautiful. Temperatures in the upper 70s. The main track is fast. The Tapeta track is fast. And the turf course is firm. In race 1, scratch number 2, Loving Gaze. And scratch number 8, Snitch Dorada. 2 and 8 withdrawn. Race 1. Racing at Gulfstream. In the middle, thankfully, gets the first call. Unshakable is going to move to challenge for second with Theatrics up on the outside, but it will be a clear lead for Thankfully in the run to the half-mile point. Theatrics is now second. Down at the inside, third goes Unshakable. Sarah's Rhodes moves up on the outside to take fourth. Then it's a trio comprised of Miavana and Wellness. On their outside goes Cameo. It's a length and a half to Starship Impulsive, and Baby Lala's at the back as they round the forward turn. Thankfully has the lead with inside position, but Theatrics is right alongside and giving her all she wants. These two, 2.5 better than the team of Unshakable, and on her outside, Sarah's Rose, they're at the top of the stretch. Inside, Thankfully fights to hold it. Theatrics is right alongside, off cover. Here's Unshakable, an eighth of a mile out. Thankfully on the inside, roused hard by Raylu Gutierrez and tries to kick again. Outside, that's a late run from the other favorite, Unshakable. Thankfully is almost home. Thankfully in front. Thankfully wins a half a length. Unshakable was second. Theatrics is in a picture for third that I think she wins over a charging Starship Impulsive in 55 flat. And they're off. The two favorites were away first and second, but Slew Diva's faster early, and she'll lead as they link up with the main course. Pressing the issue, Senorita No Mas is up to second. Trumpetta was with the leader at the start, but is now third from Shines Madeline, who comes away fourth. Down at the rail, first-timer Alluring Serenity with Spun Size. The early trailer is Freedom Princess. And the run to the half-mile point, it's the big class dropper. It's the favorite. It's Slew Diva. On top by a length now from Alluring Serenity, who's sharply at the rail into second. Spun Size is now third. Senorita No Mas is fourth. Fifth, while very wide, is Trumpetta. 5 ahead of Shines Madeline, and the trailer is Freedom Princess. That's the 7 of them as they round the forward turn, 22-4 for the opening quarter. Slew Diva looking the part so far. She's a length and a half in front. Alluring Serenity stays with her and angles off the inside to go get her. A gap of 2.5 to Senorita No Mas, then at the rail, Spun Size, Trumpetta wide with no kick here. The other two are way out of it as they straighten for the drive. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Slew Diva, she has this to throw away. She's an eighth of a mile from home and 4 on top. Alluring Serenity is definitely trying her heart out from second. Trumpetta's going to try to rally into third, but Slew Diva on the class drop is too much for these. Slew Diva and Leonel Reyes report home 3.5 length winners. Alluring Serenity second, Trumpetta third, Spun Size fourth, then Senorita No Mas in 1:18-2.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the 3rd straight season.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. In the middle, Banneker gets the first call and clears almost all the inside traffic from Buchanan Greenpoint, who holds down the rail into second. From race favorite Hot and Lucky, he's in early third. Out in the center goes Cacique Abarrio, and Splitting Horses Don't Answer as they run to the half-mile point. The leader is Banneker, and Jaramillo on top a length and a quarter. Hot and Lucky races second toward the rail. Buchanan Greenpoint is third. Cacique Abarrio is 3 wide, a length and a half better than Warlord Cruzan. Don't Answer is next, racing together with the Blue Spearman. Down at the rail goes Hakimi, shuffling back is Severance, and the trailer is Federal Exchange. Around the far turn to the top of the stretch, and Banneker still has the lead. His strides are strong. He's 2 on top. From the inside, Buchanan Greenpoint. On the outside, Hot and Lucky. Off cover, Warlord Cruzan. Wide on the course, and Cacique Abarrio. They're 1/8 of a mile out. Banneker's responding to urging here. He's sharp right now. He's 5 in front. Up into second is Warlord Cruzan, but this is all about Banneker. Banneker under a hand ride wins at 5-2 by 5 in the end. Warlord Cruzan was second. It's a close photo for third. Buchanan Greenpoint's in the picture with Hot and Lucky and Hakimi in 101 and 4. And they're off. Much better start today for Avant Glory, who was one of the first into stride. Moving up on the outside, it's Thought. Down at the inside, Ensign Parker forwardly positioned. At the rail, that's Belts and Brooks. Second last early, Santos to Wilson. The early trailer is Philharmonic. They make their way down the backstretch, and the leader is now Ensign Parker on top here for jockey Rajiv Mirage, on top by about a half a length. From between horses, Avant Glory is there second. Up on the outside, Thought is a patient third, and down at the inside goes Belts and Brooks. Then Santos to Wilson, and the trailer is Philharmonic. They went 23 seconds for the opening quarter, and they passed the half-mile marker. Ensign Parker on top around the far turn by almost 2 now. Given the green light to try to stay with him is the race favorite Avant Glory. Thought moves up on his outside. Belts and Brooks is toward the rail. Then it's a length and a half to Santos to Wilson, and Philharmonic is last. Ensign Parker makes no secret of his tactics. He'll go as fast as he can and try to bottom him out. He leads by a length and a half, a quarter of a mile from home. Avant Glory working very hard to keep his spot. Belts and Brooks is at the rail. Thoughts on the outside, and they're at the top of the stretch. Avant Glory tries to go get the leader, Ensign Parker. From the rail, Belts and Brooks over the top, Thought. They're 1/8 of a mile out. Avant Glory under hard encouragement from Edgar Perez. Just a 16th remaining with Belts and Brooks to deal with at the rail. Here's Belts and Brooks at the inside of the leader, Avant Glory. Avant Glory driven out. Avant Glory wins. It ended up closest for second between Thought, who surged at Belts and Brooks, in 1:23 and 2. And they're off. Great Shashi was away quickly, so too See You in My Dreams. They're the first 2 to begin. Rain back to try to draft behind them as Point to That Star in early third. Outside is Palmo, who's on the march, and up into third now. Headstrong from the rail is Party Queen. She's about 4 lengths behind. A length in front of not one less than out wide, wider than a mile. Saving ground is Ride On Anna in front of Spelled. She's about 10 lengths behind, while third last. Second last is Shabuji. Gray Lark, the early trailer. 23-4 for the opening quarter as they race into the backstretch now. They're chasing Melvis Gonzalez and See You in My Dreams on top by a length and a quarter. Great Shashi is second. Up on the outside, Palmo is now third. Point to That Star fourth at the inside. Then at the rail, it's Party Queen. On her outside goes Not One Less. A length and a half to stablemate, wider than a mile. Then back to Spelled, who's in front now of Ride On Anna. Still lingering at the back is Shibuji, and still at the back is Grey Lark. They went the half in 48-1. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. See You in My Dreams by half a length. Great Shashi poised to strike from second. A length and a half to the rail and Point to That Star third. Backing back and forth is Palmo. From between horses, Not One Less. Party Queen is at the rail. But these top three have kicked on a touch here through three quarters in 1:12-3. Great Shashi and David Egan have made the lead now. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Great Shashi striding clear to a two-length lead. See You in My Dreams is second. Point to That Star is on her outside, but she's just kind of at a one pace right now from the rail, and from far back, Grey Lark is closing in. They come past the 16th pole, and it's Great Shashi. She's clear by 3. Not One Less is rallied into second, but time has run out. Great Shashi wins. Not One Less second. I think it's Grey Lark third, over Point to That Star fourth, then wider than a mile in 1:43-3. They're racing in the 46th edition of the Rampart. Step slow at the break was Dazzling Move. Soul of an Angel's with her. They'll do their best running later. The early advantage goes to Gaffleone on Windy Walk, who exits the chute on top by almost a length. Charlie's Wish is second. Power Squeeze at the rail is third. Dazzling Move is in between horses, and biding her time early, as she always does, is the late running Soul of an Angel. Out of the chute, onto the main track. It's a controlled early pace with Windy Walk 25-4 for a dawdling opening quarter. Charlie's Wish is second from a headstrong Dazzling Move in third. The two big favorites, Power Squeeze and Soul of an Angel, last and second last as they make their way to the half-mile grounds. Make no mistake about it, the real race hasn't started yet. It's Windy Walk in front to half a length. Charlie's Wish is second. Dazzling Move is now third. Power Squeeze is there fourth. And a bit closer at the back, but encouraged to get after him is the trailer and favorite, Soul of an Angel. They went 49-1 for the opening half mile, and they round the far turn. Here's Egan. He's aggressive on Power Squeeze, and she's making a bold bid 3 wide. Windy Walk holds down the rail. Working overtime between them is Charlie's Wish. Fourth at the inside is Dazzling Move. And if your Breeders' Cup winner Soul of an Angel wins, she'll pass 4 rivals in a quarter of a mile as they reach the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:13-1. They're on their way home. It's still Windy Walk. She got a soft opening quarter and tries to outsprint him here. Outside, Power Squeeze. Farther out, Soul of an Angel mowing down traffic. They come past the 16th pole. Windy Walk trying to spring the upset. Soul of an Angel diving at her. It's Windy Walk to win the Rampart. Gaffleone and Windy Walk stole it in the opening quarter and held off the heavy hitters. Soul of an Angel and Power Squeeze in 138 flat. And they're off. Off slow was goes Dr. Jeff. Off quick outside. That speed from Catamosto in the middle. Full Disclosure put into play early. Down at the inside, Sultan the Great won't be far away. Power Attacks in the red cap. Then to the outside, it's Dr. Jeff with Tap It 3 times and one Whirlwind Ride. They pass the half-mile marker. Sultan the Great leads and leads narrowly. Full Disclosure up alongside in second. Power Attack into a pocket. Out 3 wide goes one Whirlwind Ride. And that'll bracket Catamosto in for now, so the favorite is in traffic. He's a length in front of Dr. Jeff, and the trailer is Tap It 3 times. That's the 7 of them as they run to the top of the stretch, a quarter of a mile from home. Catamosto needs room bad. Irad is very patient on the favorite as Sultan the Great turns first. On the far outside, Dr. Jeff in between horses, Full Disclosure. Now Catamosto eyes a gap toward the inside. They come past the 8th pole. Catamosto got through, and that's a problem for anybody else as Catamosto is clear to the wire. Catamosto in front. Dr. Jeff second, one Whirlwind Ride third. Full Disclosure was fourth. Then Sultan the Great 101 and 4. Racing in the Via Borghese. Avenue Niel begins the best and moves out for the early advantage. In the middle, here's Balato's Beach on to challenge. On the far outside, 3 Priest is looking to get over with the favorite Forever After All into the top flight. She backs off to land third. Marksman Queen is along the rail. La Mejana's 3 wide. And the gray Lady Firefoot is last of all as they run around the far turn for the first time. David Egan sends 3 Priests to the top from the outside draw and leads by half a length. Avenue Niel is toward the inside in second. Fighting the rating is Marksman Queen, so Ruiz is off the inside there. From the far outside, La Mejana held up in traffic is Forever After All. At the rail goes Balato's Beach, and at the back is Lady Firefoot. Down in front of us for the first time, the quarter time was just 25 and 2. Marksman Queen has tugged her way to the lead and has 1 lap to go. In front, 3 parts of a length. Avenue Niel is along the rail for Caramanos in second, and La Mejana is out there third. Up between horses goes 3 Priest, who was the early pace setter. She's back to fourth. Gaffleone has the favorite Forever After All, settled perfectly, racing in fifth, about 3.5 off the speed. Then back to the rail in Balato's Beach, and the trailer is Lady Firefoot. They went to half in 50 and 3, and they make their way to the backstretch now, less than 6 furlongs to run. Marksman Queen, 3 parts of a length. Avenue Niel is second, La Mejana third. At the rail, 3 Priests is fourth. Still patient in fifth is race favorite Forever After All. Outside from last, it's Lady Firefoot up a spot. Now the trailer is Balato's Beach. That's the 7 of them as they have 4.5 furlongs to run. They went 3 quarters in 1:16 flat. Avenue Niel is back to second as Marksman Queen continues to lead La Mejana. And Dylan Davis up to challenge from second. On the far outside, that's Lady Firefoot. She's now moving up on the far outside. So Gaffleone's got to move on Forever After All. He's going to lose his spot. At the inside, it's Avenue Niel. Then at the rail, 3 Priests as they race for home. At the inside, Marksman Queen fights to hold it. La Mejana to the throat latch off the turn. These 2 sprint. Far outside, Forever After All. Up the inside, 3 Priests. They come past the 8th pole. Outside, La Mejana driven forward for a narrow lead. Marksman Queen fights on. Forever After All tries to level off and pick her up. They come for the wire. La Mejana wins the Via Borghese under Dylan Davis. Forever After All second in 2:14 and 2. They're off and running. Good start from between horses for Check the Grade, who heads off for the early advantage. Moving up between horses, American, of course. On the far outside, it's Happy Ride, and toward the rail, Bedrock Birdie. Back from there, race favorite Entrepreneurship. She's got some kickback to deal with today. She's down toward the inside, locked in by David's Rose. Then it's Ride on Cupid, who has an inside lane while racing in tight. Second last is Residita and Neoprene Trails. Around the far turn through a 21-4 opening quarter. At a giant number, Trejos and Check the Grade lead by 2.5. Happy Ride is second, third American, of course. Getting into the clear and launching her bid is an Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship loose while 4 wide. Bedrock Birdie tries to slide through at the inside, and they're on their way home. On the far outside, here comes Entrepreneurship. The daughter of Dialed In is getting dialed in indeed as she's surging forward now. On the inside, and David's Rose tries to outkick her. David's Rose is out kicking her. She's 30-1. David's Rose and jockey Jorge Ruiz spring the upset. They turn over Entrepreneurship and win by 2. Closer for third. I think it's American, of course, but right there was Happy Ride in 102-3. And runners away. From the outside, Vindicate Cha-Cha, quick off the blocks, and she's cleared all the inside traffic already and leads by 3 over West Loop, who's away in second. Mojave Desert moves up and around rivals, up to the inside, and Definite Diva to the top flight. Away mid-flight is Weekend Rags, then wait till midnight hour. She's going to have to tap on the brakes, passed outside by Up For It. Down at the inside goes Wise and Elegant, then Deflection and Let Her Run. To the far turn they go, the leader Vindicate Cha-Cha. Fleet of foot under Jaramillo, 3 furlongs from home and 4 on top. From the inside, Definite Diva tries to go get her with Mojave Desert alongside. Tipping and moving up on the outside is Weekend Rags, 2 back to Up For It. The favorite has too much to do. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Vindicate Cha-Cha. She's still in front, but her strides are shortening. Definite Diva fires through at the inside. Late run from Weekend Rags on the outside. Weekend Rags is finishing up a ton. Weekend Rags getting up to win it. Weekend Rags outkick Definite Diva to the wire. Vindicate Cha-Cha is third in 54-3.
And that's a wrap on the Friday card. Back with you on Saturday. Again, 11 races for you, highlighted by the Grade 3 Mr. Prospector in its White Abario, the Breeders' Cup Classic winner, as he looks to bridge to the Pegasus World Cup on January the 25th.